His case with David has gotten a little confusing because now there are two Celestes. There are an adult Celeste who he is posing for in pictures because she is 23 years old. Her name is Celeste Herrera. And then there is Celeste Rivas, 14-year-old Celeste who is now deceased. She is being reported as 15 years old. She would be 15 years old. She was found the day after her 15th birthday and has been deceased for weeks at least. So we know that she was 14 years old. I believe that this was a decoy set up by David, by his recording label, by whoever knew, so that they could cover up that this child was who he was messing with.
I media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good. It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything.
Guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is no Celeste Herrera. Everybody's saying, "Oh, it's two different Celestes." Where is she? Where's the new Celeste? Because I know damn well that if all of this is going on, if she's real, she knows about it. I would be being very loud on the internet if this was all going on and I'm finding out, oh, well, my current boyfriend or ex-boyfriend had another girlfriend with the same name, looked similar to me. I would already be on the internet trying to figure some stuff out and making some things known. It's the same girl. He made her, passed her off as a different girl so that people weren't asking questions. They basically fabricated a whole second identity for Celeste to make her appear to be a 23-year-old girl, make her look older, gave her the big glasses, straighten her hair. It's the same girl, guys. Unless I see a video from this Celeste Herrera, I am convinced 100% it's the same chick. There is no second Celeste. It's just, they just fabricated some things and tried to cover some things up.
Discord messages of you and David talking to the minor. Bands, I used to bodyguard for him, bro. I was bodyguarding for him in 2022.
Is it true or false that you've bodyguarded before for David?
I've never I didn't know who he was until he did that shit with Jason.
Okay, so why were you guys typing in the Discord?
Those aren't real messages of you and David talking to the minor. Bands, I used to bodyguard for him, bro. I was bodyguarding for him in 2022.
Not you all on stream, Marky Next Door. And for those of you who don't know, Marky Next Door was the bodyguard. So not you on there bragging and then the police called you, allegedly. If that's the case, Marky, come to the front. Come to the front too, Marky, because it's just too many of y'all. We're gonna have to hold all of y'all accountable. I also saw allegedly, Marky Next Door, that you were on site when a P ring was getting busted. And I don't know if it was with Vital. I'm not gonna say no names, allegedly, but you on camera at another weird case. So you need to come explain this, like you really do, because D4vd said you would form.
I saw that video of Celeste backstage, and I think that is like one of the most insane pieces of evidence so far, because there's no way you can say that that's not the child in the missing persons report. She's wearing the shoes that are on the missing persons report, like the eyes, the nose, the face structure, like it is very distinct, and she looks back like damn near directly at the camera multiple times. The arcade video, I'm not convinced is her. It kind of doesn't look like her. I've heard that there's two Celestes. I can't find like a good side-by-side of what the two girls look like, but I have heard that there's another Celeste that is not a minor. What I think is so sick, and I haven't really seen enough people talk about, is how thin she was when she passed, because when the description of her body came out, before they even released who it was, they had released the description which stated that she was 5'2", 70 pounds. I am like 5'1", 5'2", I weigh like 120, 125 pounds. In that video of her backstage, that's I looked like that when I had that weight on my body, being the same height, okay? When I got pregnant with my son, I got so sick, I dropped to under 100 pounds. And for my 5'2" height, under 100 pounds, I looked sick. I looked gross. I cannot imagine 70 pounds. And I don't know why nobody's talking about that, because in that video of her backstage, she looks healthy. She looks good. Like she's got a nice weight on her. 70 pounds? And also, all of the sightings and all of the pictures and all of the things, they all seem to be dated in 2024. Has anybody seen her this year? Was she being held somewhere where she was withheld food? Because why was she so thin? She shouldn't.
You're telling me if I dated 2 mics and one of them ended up decomposed and dismembered in the trunk of my Tesla, and I moved on and had a new mic, and that mic resembles the last mic, has the tattoos, might even have the shoes that last mic used to wear, brand new ones though, that totally dismisses what I did to that mic? Like, let's be so for real. Like, you guys can't think this man is that brilliant. This man probably thought this through and was like, I'm going to be ultra famous. I see where my life is going. What can I do to cover my tracks as best as I can? He did what any psychopathic, immature boy would do. He didn't go to the authorities and confess to what he did. He tried to cope and bandage everything by finding someone that looks like Celeste and could explain that girl on that live stream with those big glasses, because he did enough to disguise her but keep her in plain sight. He did enough to make people wonder, is that really Celeste, or is that the one that he's with right now? Because there's something obstructing, like, you know, the features of her face. Like, come on, guys. I know y'all really love his music, but sometimes you just gotta accept that fucked up people become famous too. And psychotic people look at other individuals like they're irreplaceable. And for those that hold some type of significant value, they're just a score on the board. So getting someone that looks just like your ex or someone that you were sexually inappropriately involved with is a no-brainer. And I understand everybody has a type. In the case of David, his type is curly hair, light skin, short, medium build, kind of soulless eyes. That's his thing, right? If he keeps referencing the girl Celeste in all his songs and in his music videos, there's images, there's people that are in her likeness in these videos. Why would you think that this isn't a way for him to cover what he did up? This isn't brilliant. This is just him coping and covering his tracks because he knows what he's doing is blatant and in your face. He can't confess, but he could make art that's confessing for him. And for what I know, it can't be used in a court of law. So it's just like, I just, come on guys, use common sense. I don't know if it's just me, but his music didn't make me feel necessarily safe within my darkness, if that makes any sense, for the emo people that get it. It's just, I always felt kind of queasy, or like my stomach shake a little bit when I would listen to his music. I don't know what kind of fucking hertz he's using. I don't know what sound waves he's using, but yeah. Like, and I love depressing ass music, but his music just didn't hit me, even though I felt like he was talented. Anybody else?
David could have been linked to 3 murders. I found an article showing the remains of 2 women were found in cars investigated as homicides in Los Angeles. Now, we already know that the first body was identified as a missing 15-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who had a matching tattoo saying "shh" with 20-year-old David. And we've now seen a lot of evidence suggesting David and Celeste were in a relationship. Some people are even suggesting that she may have been pregnant before she passed away. Now, the body of the second woman was found Tuesday in South Los Angeles after family members filed a missing persons report. The family had reportedly tracked the woman to a scorched Honda Civic that was being held at a tow yard on West Gage Avenue. Investigators rushed to the scene and found the woman's partially burned body in the trunk, according to police. It's very strange that two women were found in cars around the same time. Now, lastly, text messages from Celeste's brother Matthew have leaked where he suggests that David is guilty, but he also mentions how Gus, who is allegedly another lover of Celeste, was found dead after being shot. And Celeste's brother says it wasn't anything to do with David, but it's all sounding very, very, very suspicious. Guys, what do you think? Let me know what you think's going on in the comments, and make sure that you follow Honcho's house for more updates.
Stop telling me that there was two different Celestes. I don't care. The only Celeste that matters is the Celeste that's dead. You bitches are trying to sit here and be like, well, he was dating a girl named Celeste, and this is a different Celeste because you see, their names will start with H's so everybody can get confused. No. Shut up. You bitches are in here fucking theorizing. I saw a comment that was like, imagine someone in the Discord set him up and knew that he was dating another girl named Celeste and kidnapped that girl, cut her up and put her in his trunk, and now he's getting framed. I don't know what fucking Wattpad story you bitches are reading, but that's not this. This is real fucking life, unfortunately. So no, I'm not going to give into the bullshit ass, whimsical ass fucking narrative that you bitches are trying to spread. And stop every single comment that I'm getting right now that's talking about some, oh, Celeste is this person and the other Celeste is... It's gone. It's deleted on my soul. You bitches are not going to sit there and try and fucking excuse it because this is your favorite fucking singer. Fuck you and David. Now what? Oh.
First of all, we need to stop calling the relationship between the singer David and Celeste a relationship. They were not boyfriend and girlfriend. He was a predator and she was the prey. It was a illegal, predatory relationship. She was being groomed and it worked, unfortunately. She was being manipulated and groomed by someone who is significantly older than her mentally as well, not just in the age gap. If you take a look at the mindset and maturity level of a 13-year-old versus a 19-year-old, it's leaps and bounds. It is like crossing the ocean. A 13-year-old does not have the maturity or emotional intelligence to deal with someone who's 19 years old. How fast and rapid the brain develops between 13 and 19 is insane, and that is why this case is so disturbing to me. So Celeste's brother and mother states that the Tesla that their loved one, Celeste Rivas Hernandez's body was found and dismembered in a damn bag, was the same Tesla that David would use to pick her up and take her out. Now, as a mother of a teenager who's in the lower teens, I would never allow my 13-year-old daughter to date. I don't know what rules that Celeste had in her household, or if she was just going against the rules, which can happen. This relationship was highly inappropriate, and it is not acceptable for a 13-year-old child to be going on dates with someone picking her up in a damn Tesla. Absolutely not. An appropriate date for a 13-year-old would be a kind of like a pen pal relationship where you know the parents and the dates are supervised and you go pick up the kid, because none of them can legally drive yet. They shouldn't be dating someone who's 19 years old if they're 13. So we have a problem at home. There may have been some things, trouble in the household that made her want to leave, or maybe not. Some girls just want to leave, and some come from troubled households that motivate them to leave. Now, a predator is going to look for a girl that is in a situation at home that is unpleasant. She could be being abused at home, neglected, whatever the case may be. and he is going to prey on her. She is going to be more vulnerable because maybe her mom works 3 jobs. We don't know, and her mom's never home. So him having all that space, time, and opportunity to mold her very gullible 13-year-old brain is what any predator is going to do. Celeste was the perfect victim, unfortunately. And he got a hold of her, and once you can brainwash a child, then we have Stockholm syndrome, where that child is attached to the predator and the person that kidnapped her. Because you cannot take a 13-year-old girl and say she moved in with you, and then her parents file her as a missing person, because she's not legally able to live with you unless you adopt her as your child, unless her parents give consent for you to live with her. And this was absolutely not the case. So not only does his disturbing PDF behavior, ring alarms, why did he have to dismember her and get rid of her and then leave the car in a place where it can get towed? Like, he must have unalived her out of pure rage. It must have not been planned, because why the hell would he leave the car in a place on the street where it can be towed, and then ultimately someone would discover the body because of the stench? Unless the bodyguard was involved, then he did not dispose of the body correctly, because there are still missing limbs somewhere out there. So whoever was supposed to dispose of her did not do it thoroughly. And now we have the situation. It appears in his music he is grieving the loss of the person he unalived, which is diabolical, but very, very much in line with what a sociopath would do. All the evidence shows that this guy is cooked, and it's pretty much now up to whoever's investigating this case to gather as much evidence they can before they pick him up, so that they can charge him with unaliving Celeste Rivas Hernandez. May she rest in peace.
Why are there 2 Celestes in this mysterious and tangled story? Celeste isn't just one person. She has 2 faces. The first Celeste is 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. When her body was found, she had a sh tattoo on her arm. Through her family's confirmation, the police learned that she had a boyfriend named David. The second Celeste is 23-year-old Celeste Herrera, who frequently interacts with David on social media. Strangely, she not only shares a similar name with the first Celeste, but also bears an uncanny resemblance in appearance and temperament. Why do so many coincidences exist? One possibility is that he had developed an obsession with the younger Celeste. The photos and tattoos hint at a once sweet relationship, but something terrible happened, and he could never see the younger Celeste again. So he's searching for the next substitute. The older Celeste's appearance seems like fate sending him a stand-in. With the same name and similar looks, she perfectly fills the void left behind. She not only becomes his next target, but also helps blur the public's perception. When people hear Celeste, they subconsciously confuse the 2 very different individuals. If all of this is intentional, is the older Celeste truly safe?
Second body of a female has been found in the trunk of another vehicle. This car was also found in a tow yard as well. The body was found in the trunk of this Honda Civic vehicle. The body of the second woman was found Tuesday in South Los Angeles after family members filed a missing persons report. The family had reportedly tracked the woman to a scorched Honda Civic that was being held at a tow yard on West Gage Avenue. The tow yard operator called the LAPD and said that family members wanted to look at the car, so investigators rushed to the scene and found the woman's partially burned body in the trunk, according to police. The car had been towed to the lot on Sunday from the 6800 block of South Flower Street, records show. The vehicle fire had been extinguished by LA City Fire, but firefighters never checked inside the car and did not see the woman's remains, according to 2 sources familiar with the investigation. A fire department spokesperson, Captain Eric Scott, declined to discuss the department's response, saying the matter was being investigated by the department's arson unit and LAPD homicide detectives. Authorities say they do not believe the Hollywood Hills case is related to the Los Angeles case. It's definitely wild. They find 2 females at 2 separate tow yards in the trunk of vehicles. both in California, but they're saying that they don't believe that these cases are related at all.
He was definitely messing with both Celestes. At the same time, they both were the other woman. Him and Celeste Herrera.
I'm upset. Afraid you only love me when I'm
Him and Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
But you look so damn gorgeous in that dress.
His brother sneaking her into his concert backstage.
I digress.
Both are Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Both are Celeste Herrera.
Stop.